right in front of me. Chunky cream-colored throw-up started gushing out of me like a geyser. Tom placed his hand on my back and rubbed it back and forth, like he was comforting a sick child. I could hear my other concerned coworkers passing by in the background. "Is Ross okay?" a female voice said. "Does he need help?" another one added. Someone went to grab the higher-ups for help. The flow of vomit didn't stop for about 10 minutes. Once it finally did, I held my stomach and laid flat on my back. The worst pain I ever felt appeared right then and there, as if someone was stabbing my abdomen repeatedly and pouring salt on the wounds. My managers found me to be in no condition to work, or do anything else for that matter. They let me leave early for the day. Throwing up left me too lightheaded to drive though, so I called a friend to pick me up. On the way to my house we had to pull over multiple times because I had to puke again. My friend insisted on taking me to the hospital, but I assured him I'd be fine at home. When I made it inside my house, I immediately grabbed a small trash can, sat it in front of my nightstand, and passed out onto my bed. For the next several hours I periodically switched between sleeping and vomiting. Agonizing abdominal pain made it nearly impossible to get comfortable. No matter how low I set the AC, I continued sweating. The whole night I tossed and turned. Sometimes I missed the trash can, so a puddle throw-up dripped from the edge of my mattress onto the ground. I awoke in the morning more tired than the night before. My body had gotten no rest whatsoever. I somehow managed to muster up the energy to crawl to my bathroom. Hunching over my toilet, I began hurling again. At this point it was little more than stomach acid and bile, making my throat burn like never before. I slammed back hard onto the bathroom wall. There was no energy left in me. I contemplated contacting 911. An unplanned visit to the hospital wasn't in my budget though. Plus, I didn't want to go and have them tell me it was just a bad case of the flu. I simply hoped whatever this was would pass soon. For the rest of that day I sat near my toilet, leaving the bathroom only to drink water. My phone went off a couple times. I was tempted to let it go to voicemail, but I picked it up to answer. The first call was from my boss asking if I'd be in today. I knew there was no chance I'd be in that day, and it'd be a miracle if I could come in the next. I told them I was going to be out sick and try to make it in tomorrow. The second call was from my friend checking up on me. I lied to him and said I was feeling better. He was the type to worry, so I didn't want to stress him. For a while I thought maybe I was getting better. The amount I was vomiting had gone down. My skin finally let the cool air touch it, although a weird sensation had appeared deep within my stomach, like something was crawling around inside of me. I chalked it up to cramps and delirium from dehydration. I went back to my bed and was knocked out for a while. Then a sharp radiating pain jolted me up at midnight. It was like someone was tearing out my intestines, twisting and pulling them as if they were blocking something. I felt chunks making their way up my throat again, so I made my way to the bathroom as fast as my legs could carry me. This time it didn't feel like liquid though. Bending over the toilet I dry heaved for about 20 seconds waiting for the explosion of burning bile to appear. Nothing came out. Instead, an object that seemed to be a thin string was tickling the inside of my throat but wouldn't leave. It slowly moved high enough to where it was now sitting at the back of my